What do you think this means for US-Taiwan economic ties?
Well, in theory, it shouldn't actually mean very much. The number of items that were under the Emergency Powers Act that have been ruled unconstitutional are relatively few. All the major electronics, the headline chips, these kinds of things are generally not going to be affected by this. It's more traditional industries. But really, I think what people here on the ground are going to be looking for, particularly in places like here in Taichung and in Kaohsiung, is how is it going to impact a lot of the industries that employ a lot of people here in the industrial parks and the trade export zones and these kinds of things.
The government, the president, the DPP, they all spent a lot of effort to get this trade deal with the United States done, and now it looks like it might be changing. What do you think this could mean for the domestic political situation here in Taiwan?
I just saw a headline now that some in the KMT are already calling for the deal to be renegotiated. However, there are strong and influential forces within the KMT. For example, Taichung Mayor Liu Xiuyan, who's considered a potential frontrunner to represent the party in the presidential election in 2028, has come out for the agreement. So this, I think, there's going to be different elements within the KMT and the TPP. To renegotiate it could take as much as months, uh, and that would leave a long period of time where a certain segment of Taiwan exporters could be seriously impacted, and it could cause job losses or profit losses that could impact the local economy. Definitely, there's going to be a lot of pressure, definitely, obviously, from the ruling party, but also from people like Liu Xiuyan in the KMT who run local governments and see the impact on their constituents of continued high tariffs. And they're going to be pushing for the deal to pass.
Zooming out a little bit, how do you think this could impact US ties in East Asia or regional dynamics more broadly?
I think the Chinese, especially, are going to be watching this very closely because it'll probably impact a wider range of products coming out of China. And of course, regional partners who've signed on to the 15%, but have product categories that compete with low end manufacturing coming out of China, may be quite upset because the gap on those industries could potentially now, widen. I think at the professional level, I think the trade negotiators, they know what's coming. They have a pretty good idea. They're going to want to work with this. Opposition parties in Taiwan and in other countries may use this as an excuse to embarrass the ruling party. We're going to need to watch whether or not there's going to be a power struggle within the KMT between those who want to embarrass the administration and those who want to get on economically and make sure that their constituents and the businesses that employ them are working on a relatively level playing field with regional competitors and peers.